All right, so I'll be starting right away. So let me tell you a bit about the session. It's about vocabulary learning. We encourage each other to learn some vocabulary each week. So it's a series based on BBC News Review, right? So you will know more once we just move ahead. I'm assuming you're having no trouble with the meeting tool. I mean Google Meet. So if you have any questions, if you'd like to know where to chat, it's this button here. All right, if you'd like, I guess you're familiar with this because of the Corona pandemic. We have been staying at home, so I guess you know the software. Am I right, Ahmed? Great, great. So let me introduce myself. I am Ahmed Mahdi. I am working as a content developer at Schneider Electric. And I do I do these English sessions as a volunteering activity each week. So that's about me for now, Ahmed. So please tell me about yourself, your name, and let's start by your name. And like Ahmed, why did you choose James as a nickname, if I may ask? Yes, I guess she was trying to balance between not so fluent or intermediate students and also elementary students. That's why there was she was trying to fill in the gap, I guess. But anyhow, let's start this session. And I encourage, because this is recording, I encourage anyone to join later, and we can speak even more slower and try to simplify English. I'm recording this session, Ahmed, so that others can see it later, so that they might be able to learn some new vocab. That's the reason why I'm recording the session, and so that others can know more about Be Fluent. So, okay, so the main objectives for this session is to increase your vocabulary. At least you can just learn, let's say, 4 or more words from this session. Depends on your current level of knowledge in your vocabulary. It's based on some activities that we'll do together, and I hope you enjoy it. So let's get started. Okay, so can you read this paragraph, Ahmed? Great job, actually. So nearly 7.5 million homes across the US states are without power, meaning without electricity, right? As the tropical storm, and here there is a description of that storm, which hit Florida as Hurricane Irma, continues inland, it's continues to move forward. So what do you think, Ahmed? Do you have any questions here? Do you have anything you'd like to ask about vocab? Great, Ahmed. So here we're having a set of questions based on, as I said before, BBC Learning English. And once we answer these questions, we'll learn more about the vocab later. So please read the sentence and try to answer it. Because we're just 2 here, I can also work with you. So you can have one question and can have the other. That's how we can do it. So please start, Ahmed. Thank you. It's a bit of a trick question, actually, so please pay attention. Yes. Take your time. Do mistakes. It's fine. We're learning. So for me, runs sound like the easier solution. Yes, it doesn't necessarily mean it's the answer. Yes, exactly. All right, so Kiko or Kaiko, I guess Kiko, yes, runs the streets. Okay, say it again, Ahmed. KQ, because there's just O after the K, so I guess. Oh, so Kikyo, perhaps, yes. So Kiko or Kikyo, yes. Let's try runs the streets every morning. She's training for a marathon. We would just say go jogging or runs, but we wouldn't say runs the streets. When we're saying rule out, yes, exactly. it's not correct, but it would be just we can say someone is running, but we wouldn't say someone is running the streets. It doesn't sound correct, as you've said. You mentioned rule out. What do you think rule out means? It's very close, but here rule out means you're moving one option from the from a bunch of other options. So it doesn't fit here actually. It's a bit of a trick question. That's why. So pounds here is the correct one. It doesn't sound right because we're familiar with pounds in other senses of definitions or other senses. But here we say pounds, the streets means like go jogging on the streets. And also when you pound something too hard, you're punching that thing. So let me just explain more. I have here, I guess. Okay, at the end of the, we have like 3 or 4 questions. After that, we'll be describing more of the answers. But the correct one is pound. What do you think, Ahmed? Would you like to answer this one as well? Because I'm already familiar with them. I prepared them. It's not that I'm not learning. Okay. Yes. All right. Okay, so it is actually true. You're correct. So I have here included a link that I'd like to also share as well. So in the wake of means following or following as a consequence, like the committee was set up in the wake of the inquiry, like in following or as a consequence of. Yes, it's a nice word, and your answer is actually correct. Let me return to our main screen. All right, so here go next. Select 2 answers. Okay, so here it's a bit easier. 2 answers are correct and 2 are wrong. Yes, please go ahead, Ahmed. It's redundancies. Okay, you can try redundancy and redundancies. It might take some time. Yes, you're correct, Ahmed. Great job. So please. Okay. So redundancy means like it's getting people off their jobs or announcing their resignations. So perhaps it's due to a cut they're trying to make or something. So here it's a bad thing for employees. That's what I'm trying to say. So it was what day when the company announced the redundancies? Okay, great job. Actually, your answer is correct. Dark and gloomy are the 2 correct answers. Dark here is in the sense of not a dark as opposite to light. It's dark means sad day. It was a very bad day for the company because employees felt like some of them are gonna being laid off. All right, so it was a dark day in the sense of sad, and darkness actually can mean like when we say some darkness time, we mean that it was a very bad time, very sad time. So yes, the first one is correct, and gloomy is an advanced word actually for something which is bad in a sense, something dark actually and sad as well. So they are both close in our usage here. So yes, fantastic. Let's move on. All right, so here it is just the description of the word pound, because I find it new to us to see this word used in that sense. So please read. Yes, of course. Please do so. And also, I will ask you to read it aloud as well, Ahmed. I heard it the gangway, but let me search for it actually to make sure, because it was a new word for me as well. So I guess it's gangway, but let's make sure of it together. Okay, let's just try it. Okay, I'm just gonna share the tab. It's gangway, but it sounds like they're not pronouncing it, because this, this transcript, symbol represents like when we say drinking, we don't say the G at the end, like drinking. we just say drinking, but it has that sense, like gangway. But you're actually correct about the pronunciation. It sounds like drinking, like gangway. You're actually right. So great job, Ahmed. So yes, but do you know the meaning of gangway or gangway? Right. It's actually another trick question. I researched the word and I have it next. So yes, I guess we're not familiar with these kinds of words. So here, as you read, to pound is to strike. That's one sense of the meaning. So when we're learning vocabulary, we you know, I guess you're studying Chinese, and any language, you know, in any language you can have a word that has multiple meanings, right? So here we are using pound as a verb. That's one thing that we need to pay attention to. And also here we have two meanings. The first one is to strike, like in the sense here of Patrick pounded the punch bag, as shown in the screen, or to walk with heavy steps, like pounding the streets, the one we answered earlier, or pounding along the gangway, as you mentioned. And the gangway is just a passage here, a raised platform providing a passage similar to the one in the image. So exactly, yes, a passage or a bridge, or a short one, or I'm not really sure about that, but we can search further. We're learning. It's a new language for us. So why not let me check? But let me just share the tab. So gangway, it's a raised platform, but in British it means a passage between two rows of seats. So it's both, I guess, for the first meaning, it's both American and British, because they haven't mentioned British there. And the second one, it's used as a passage between two rows of seats. I guess they will use it in theater, yes, or cinemas. So it would be a gangway. Yes, it was for me as well. So yes, we'll keep learning. Also, the meaning of the word dark. All right. So it's a period or situation that is okay. You can read it, Ahmed, actually, so that you get some benefit from it. Yes. Okay. I'm not sharing. Oh, sorry. Okay. So I didn't share the screen. So now I guess you can see it. It's the word dark and its meaning and an example. So exactly. So I would just comment on the pronunciation for the word unpleasantness. You can just break it down. So unpleasant and unpleasantness. It sounds a big. Yes, exactly. Unpleasantness or unhappiness, actually. So yes, now you have this sense of the other word, dark days of war, like the gloomy or very sad, bringing on unpleasantness. So yes, that's another word. All right. So actually, we're done for today, but I'm just gonna share if I have next steps for you. Yes, I have the full link for the BBC News Review podcast that I got the vocabulary from, so you can have more quizzes and stuff like that. But I covered almost to like all the words that I thought we can learn from, but you can of course dig deeper and find new words. And actually, you can share them in Be Fluent community so that others can learn from you as well, Ahmed. So you can participate in the community as well. I hope you've enjoyed the session. This session, it's a very short one, I know, but I hope it's beneficial as well. So tell me, great. Tell me if there's anything more we can do here. Tell me what else can we do, Ahmed? All right. So for now, no comments. Perhaps next time you will be having some. Thanks a lot for joining. I hope to see you again at the same time, like on Friday. We'll have this session. Thanks, Ahmed. So see you later, mate. And yes, nice having you. Bye, Ahmed.